Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is The Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Draft Day Sports College Basketball, and it's week 44 of competition. And I'm entering the 2032-2033 season of this long-running series as we continue to climb our way up, and up, now into Conference L this season. It's September. It's not quite time for the first games of the season, so it's a cross between a off-season special, recruiting special, and a start of year special. So we'll see if we can't blend these together and at least get into the first games. And if that's going to happen, I've got a lot to cover, and I better get moving. First off, for the first time ever, Brian Wormley has been nominated for the Norton Award. I haven't even looked at this yet. This is the first I've seen of it. I have not looked at my roster either, besides to see who is graduating. So I have no idea about the ability levels of my players, but the top 50 players in the nation, coming in at number 37, point guard Brian Wormley. Holy cow. That is awesome. Now, if we take a quick look at the team history, Brian Wormley was the number 24 recruit in the nation, the highest I have ever had coming into the school. I had no awards at the end of the year, despite going 22-9, so that was actually the first time in a while that I had no awards whatsoever. A little surprising, but it happens. And I think this year we're looking even better. Quick look at the prestige and how it has recovered a bit. It's amazing how many seasons and how many climbs up the ladder we had made to only see it reach 15. And then I have literally 2 rough seasons, and it plummets back down to 8. So half of our prestige went away in just 2 years. That took us like a dozen to get. But over the last 2 years, we've not only recovered that, but we've gone then some. We're at, looks like about 17 now in the prestige, which is still quite low, considering it's out of 100. So we've got a long ways to go on that. We did manage to get a facilities upgrade this year, and our facilities have finally made it into average, good, decent. They are a B now. The academics remain at a B+. That's permanent. And there you go. Team prestige is 17. Conference prestige for Conference L is 19. Our minimum SAT remains locked in at 960. And in terms of budget, I had a change to the staff. Morrissey, our first assistant, ended up getting hired on as a head coach, his first ever head coaching job. I tried to promote Anthony Smith, but we couldn't afford to promote him because his salary is quite high. So I had to go out and find a new coach. And I got the one I wanted in John Jefferson at $32,000 per year. I also re-signed Smith and Rivers for 5-year extensions with very little increase to their pay. And you can see my coaching staff, not good compared to my own stats, but it's actually the best well-rounded group that I've had pretty much ever. Now let's get into recruiting. That's what's going on right now. We'll take a look at the roster here in the near future. I have 4 scholarships up for next season. This is the first contact period, so this is where all the action really begins to take place. My list of recruits is actually quite short, almost worryingly at this point. I tried something new this year, and every single player on the list was initially in the top 250. They just put out new ranks again, and it looks like Petty here has plummeted in the rankings, and he's not good on defense or rebounding, and as a center, that's not good. So he'll probably get washed away from the list, but for now, I'll leave him on there. You can see I've generated basic interest in most of these guys, and we'll start there before deciding who to go after. I haven't taken that close of a look at these guys, other than all the low GPAs are long gone. All the guys that can't defend at all are long gone. That sort of stuff's already taken care of. The top guy, Stuart Few, was ranked number 4 in the first couple rankings, now number 5 in the latest. He has not had any interest and continues to not show any interest, so we'll probably drop him here at some point. These guys I've already taken a look at and gotten through to them. Steve Cole's another one that I just finally got through to. And he's now, for the second time in a row, hung up on us immediately after. And Williams, we haven't been sending pitches his way for very long. But you can see we just got through to him. And that takes care of one more on that list. And that's all the time we have there. So, I need every position but power forward. So let's start with a position by position look and do that direct comparison. It looks like these top 2 guys are clear from the others. The better defender is Taflinger. And for Taflinger, cares a lot about conference prestige, but he also cares about location. And I think that's where we're going to have to go with our recruiting tactic for him. I'm going to go ahead and offer a scholarship as he's the best point guard available. And we are going to select location and visit recruit. All right, let's move on to shooting guards. Okay, clear top 2. Few is right at the top, but again, I have no information on him yet, so I think we're going to look with Scruggs, which could work out because he is a local kid. And let's see how big of a difference is there between the two. There's certainly a difference, but number 14 recruit would be the highest we've ever had. So I don't mind actually starting with Scruggs, who does care about location, and he is local. That's definitely our way to go. So we're going to offer, and we're going to once again go with location. On to small forward. Patterson and Dunn definitely look like they're above the others, but in terms of defense, I might be looking at Dunn here as my guy. Yes. I like Dunn better, even though Patterson's a little better with ball handling. And Dunn. Location. We'll go with location. The playing time one is always so hit and miss. Okay, so we're going to go with Dunn, and we'll do location again. I finally actually feel comfortable pitching facilities a little bit. And I'm not going to bypass it, but we're not going to do an offer here. But I do have a few guys, power forward-wise, that are left. They're all high-level recruits. And it's kind of a fallback if I don't have anything else. And they're all big enough to play center. And it looks like I got through to Cole just in time, as I have not gotten through to these other guys. And look at that outstanding rebounding and defense. I would love to get you Mr. Steve Cole from Eielson Air Force Base in Alaska. But you keep hanging up on me, so I don't know what to pitch. In that case, let's go back to those power forwards. And Felton. Oh, yeah, good rebounder, good defender. We'll look into Felton, too. Location. And I guess you're going to get offered that scholarship just because I need every boost I can get on these guys. I'm not on the top 10 on any of their lists, and I found that this is kind of how it works. You can get a massive jump with the scholarship offer on the visit, or it just fails miserably and you erase the guy and move on to the next. And with that, that's all 4 scholarships out, so that's our task done for this week, except there's some new rankings. So one last task to do here quickly is, it's been a while since I've done an update on film to see if these guys' attributes actually do match up to what I think they are right now. You can see just how short this list is as we get down to Kuhn here, and that's nearly the bottom. I think last check I had exactly 20.
You have new mail. You have new mail.
All right, and all that mail has to do with our visits. Tafflinger. Good things. Okay, Scruggs. Ah, darn. I thought Scruggs was one we would have a good chance on, the local guy. Scruggs is going to be out. Dunn's out. Felton is out. And Scruggs, just like that. That's okay. I'll give that to you. That's my alma mater. So, that's fine, Mr. Scruggs. The Ducks can have you. Alright, so I've got some work to do in recruiting, as only one Tafflinger was favorable. Felton, Dunn, and Scruggs are out. And Tafflinger didn't see that big of a boost either, so let's go back to call list, and it's going to be Scruggs is out, and he's out. And Dunn, yes. And Felton, yes. Felton was the other one. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we'll update. Let's make a quick check and make sure nobody else, like Stuart Few, going to Notre Dame. Okay, so just Stuart Few. There you go, the number 12 recruit in the nation. I've got a chance to sign him. That is amazing. I am a little worried, though, that I have 4 scholarships to give out, and my short list has shrunk this small, which means I could have to go back out and look again for players. But for now, let's continue working on Tafflinger. Still a contact period? Yes. Okay, the location pitch worked pretty well with him. I did not crack his top 10, though. But let's go ahead and try that again. I don't have anything else to really pitch him, so it's going to have to stay location. Okay, now that he is a point guard, so let's move on to our next shooting guard. And right now, that's definitely Cameron as Waltman. Yeah, it's got to be Cameron. So let's go ahead and give him a call, as we just started getting info on him. Oh, awesome. Location. Location, location. Even if he's from Hawaii, location, I don't think it actually matters what your location is. I don't know. But we could try facilities with him as well. You know what? Let's do that. I've never done facilities. We're gonna try facilities for the first time ever. We're gonna offer a scholarship, and hey, I said facilities. Visit. There you go. Okay, small forward. Patterson, obvious choice here. This is the only junior college transfer that I've had on the list for a long time. I don't mind looking after Williams, as I have not had a JC transfer that was ranked that high, and that would be an interesting one for us. But here we have location and academics, my favorite two to go after. I like our chances here with Dylan Patterson. So let's go ahead and offer, and let's try academics. And then finally, let's try Cole again here. He keeps hanging up on us, but so far so good. Let's get after the good ones first. There we go. And what does he care about? Location. Alright, location it is. For him, we've got to be a good location. And offer that scholarship. Alright, I hope we can land, not necessarily this week, but from this current group of 4, I hope that we can land at least one of them, if not 2. That would go a long, long way towards accomplishing the goal for this year. Alright, I think I have a little bit of call time left. Let's go ahead and give Kuhn a call here. Nope, and that was it. On to scheduling. As always, I do not change it at all, so it looks like we're going to have Valparaiso and Tennessee. Let's see, Valparaiso is Conference H, Tennessee in Conference C. Okay, and there's one advantageous one. Conference D, home matchup against North Carolina State. So NC State, that's going to be a tough home game. Here's VMI from last year's group at home, and they dropped to Conference N. Wow, they finished in the bottom 4. We're going to be at High Point, their Conference Q. That's a winnable road game. Conference O is South Tulsa. Des Moines. Conference J at home. That's tough. How's Portland State doing these days? Conference S, we're home this year. Western Illinois. And Conference I. Yeah, Conference I. L's the capitalized letter. Conference P at San Diego. And let's see, we are at Appalachian State. We're at home against DeLand. At NC Greensboro. I think I played them a couple years back.
You have new mail.
All right, we get multiple my decisions, and there's no my decision here. I think I just lost all 4 guys. Dylan Patterson going to Arizona. Things went well with Tafflinger and Cameron. And Patterson, not Cole. Cameron's going to Cal Bears. Spokane is Gonzaga. I should know that. That's in my state. So Tafflinger going to Gonzaga and Steve Cole going to Illinois. I just lost that entire group. And let me go ahead and clear that out. And that sucks, because not only am I losing those 4, but I might have lost others off this list, and I'm making no progress. No progress whatsoever on my recruiting this year. This is not going well. And I wasn't targeting him yet, but he's gone. There's Patterson going to Arizona. Cole going to Illinois. There's Cameron going to California. USC for Fox. UCLA for Walter Thomas. And this is going to be scary. Oh, I barely have more than 4 left. I've got 8 recruits left. And one of them, Petty, just plummeted in the rankings. Alright, well, let's see. I have 2 point guards, 2 shooting guards, 2 small forwards, and 2 post players. At least I've got a pair to go after in each place. I'm definitely going to go after Williams over Petty, so that's an easy choice. So we'll start with him. He does care about location. He does care about academics. So we're going to go offer. And let's start with location. It's 1 state over, so it's pretty close. Alright, 2 small forwards to choose from. They're both a B. Williams is a better scorer. Gravit's better passer. But better defender, Williams, so we'll go with Williams. He's higher ranked anyway. He likes facilities. Let's try that. So facilities and an offer. Okay, 2 point guards. Regis is an Oregon kid, but he's C overall. The better defender is Williams, so we'll go after Williams first, especially when he's already got a base interest, but it's a very base interest. Let's get the call in here. Academics, location, facilities, and we'll just grab everything else. Location or facilities, which to go with. Go with location. That's what has always worked best for me. Alright, and a shooting guard down to these 2 guys. Basic interest from 1. They're both in a similar rank. Pretty similar players. I like that Sandy is a better defender. It's exact same size. Even though he's a C, I'm going to go with Sandy. Let's put that call in. I didn't get everything. Okay, academics is high. That's good. So we'll pitch academics to him and give him an offer. That's all 4. And let's go to that watch list, and I'm going to update. Let's go watch film on all of these guys and make sure I've got the most current attribute ratings for each of them. I would host recruits, but unless you have higher interest, it's not going to do you any good. They're going to deny, and once they deny, they never turn around and accept. So it's a one-shot thing.
You have new mail. You have new you have new mail.
We move into October and the beginning of the practice schedule. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Am I gonna make any progress on these guys? This list is scary short. Williams went really well. That's it though. Ouch. And Williams were only 9th on his list. This is not looking good here. That's Peter Williams. Thought it was cool. Larry Williams was good. John Williams, no. Sandy, no. And Larry Williams, who did think it was good, just signed on with Cal. So that's why Peter Williams is the only one left from that group of 4. I am having a bad recruiting stretch here. This is not going well for me. All right, well, boy, all my eggs are in one basket right now with Williams, and I just lost 3 more guys here. Oh, that's Larry. Dang it. Okay, that's Larry Williams that it went really well with. He's the one who signed on with somebody else. It's Peter Williams that said, oh yeah, good job, I like you. And we're still only a single plus. It did not crack his top 10. It's still a contact period. Oh, and new ranks. Petty's back up into the top 300. Sandy just plummeted, but Sandy's out of my list anyway. Let's go back into this. So Sandy is gone. They don't want to play, so that's fine. So they're out. John Williams lost all interest in the school when we pitched location. No, I pitched facilities. Maybe I try again on location. Couldn't hurt, right? I'm going to try one more time. Okay, and there you go. Yeah, Williams liked us, but he's gone. And so is Tip Kuhn, also going to the University of California. Alright, now I think I pitched location, and it worked, but it didn't work amazingly. Or did I pitch academics? We're going to do location this time. Now, let's update again. Not a lot of choices left. So I've got a post player and a point guard. So I need a small forward and a shooting guard. I only have 2 choices left. That's who we go after. So let's start with a phone call. He hung up on us. Let's get here. Waltman, he hung up on us as well. That's no good. Let's try Regis. Alright, we got through to him. Alright, now this is as local as you get. We're based in Portland. He's Portland. Location is important to him. I'm as desperate as I am right now. I'm going to try to get this guy going. I can have 2 point guards. It's not the end of the world. Okay, Williams, no reason to call. Petty We'll call you. I've got one left to offer, but I don't have anyone ready to offer it to, so we'll have to leave it at 3 for now. And my practice schedule is all set up, so we'll go ahead and just head straight into the practice and recruiting session for the week.
You have new mail.
2 more decisions. Oh, that's 2 more gone. Williams, it was cool. Williams, it was cool. Regis, it was good. John Williams going to Provo, Utah. And Peter Williams is going to Utah. I am missing out on literally everybody. This is unreal. I've never had a season like this. Peter Williams gone. John Williams is gone. I think Provo is supposed to be BYU, maybe? Well, look at that. I have a point guard, a shooting guard, a small forward, and a center. That is literally my entire list now. But the contact period is gone. So I'm definitely going to be hammering all 4 of these guys. They're all in the top 300 now. And as time goes on, I'm going to have to expand and find some others, but I will not do that now. So each of them is going to get a scholarship offer. And I will work these guys. So Regis up to 6th in his first week. I want him to climb a little bit more, and then I would love to host him, especially as he's local. That should help. So I like our chances on Regis. And there you go. We got through to Waltman on our second try, I think. We got his full profile. Here's Petty, who we got through to, but didn't make any progress on last time. He loves academics. That's good. Okay, let's make sure these guys are all offered now. Academics and location, even though he's New Mexico, but academics is good for us. Okay, this could work. It could. Okay, let's go ahead and push forward another week here. Things are going to go a lot faster now. Except we just lost Regis going to UW. The one guy. Look at that. He went to triple pluses that time. I'm one step behind everybody. Touché. Touché, AI. All right, and we got through to Gravit. All right, academics location. That's my kind of guy. Same with Waltman. Same with Regis, but UW got to him first. Still working on Gravit. I'm going to need to find a new point guard. Anything here? Are they all already signed on? These were all guys that were on my list, yes. we've got 3 guys, 4 or 5 guys right here. The next little bit, they're all from the west. So I'm gonna go like this. You're west. You're west. Oh, wait. What am I doing? You already signed up to a school there. Washington, Bothell, okay. Marbury. Alright, that'll do that now. We'll take those guys. Four new targets. No time left to call. So nothing I could do with this week with the 4 of them except watch some film. So there's our next set of targets. Let's go take a look at that roster. I've got to do a red shirt while I've got the opportunity, if I'm going to, but I've got to know what we're dealing with. So the moment of truth is going to be Brian Wormley, especially, who is among the favorites for the Norton Award, the Player of the Season. There you go. Brian Wormley, true freshman, 4 stars. Jamal Small, also 4 stars. Kenyon Forney, the senior point guard, 4 stars. And Courtney Perry, 4 stars. Now, I could play small ball and put Forney and Wormley at the 2 guard positions, Perry out at a wing, and Jamal Small playing up to power forward. I'll have to check his size to see if he can do that. How is he inside? He's only a 38 inside, 100 on the jumpers, though. Might not be the best strategy. I might just kind of split minutes among those 4 and not have anybody behind him besides Travis Snow. Those 5 play those 3 positions and not let anyone else see any minutes in those 3 positions. Which means, like a Chris Smith, Tafflinger can definitely redshirt. And then the sad drop-off here, though, is Winston McCamey and Weiss, both 2 stars. Greg Fitz is 1.5. Andre Anderson is my best power forward at 1.5, so maybe I do have to play down with Jamal Small. Because I don't have the quality. Nick Eisenhower, huge recruit right now. It looks like he's 1 star out of 1 star. So Eisenhower, yeah, freshman. He's definitely going to redshirt. These guys are both walk-ons. Greg Fitz is another freshman. Let's see. Fitz is 1.5 stars. And he's the 3rd center. So, yeah, I'm going to have Fitz redshirt. And I think that's my 2 red shirts. Definitely not redshirting Wormley. He's absolutely going to help this team. I'm worried about that power forward position. Anderson's best I've got. So, let's see. How is Small? 6'5", 229. He's got some size. I think he could hack it at power forward. And he was getting a lot of rebounds last year. That's against small forwards, but all right. Well, let's get through another week here. Keep things moving along. I'd like to at least get the first game or two into the season. We're only a couple weeks away from that. Delete all those my decisions. You're evil. Because your decision didn't go my way. Doesn't make you evil. No, not really. Oh, shoot. Brighton, Watkins, and Marbury, all low GPA. They might have been on my list in the first place. Well, no, because I would have had the look already. So, Hearns is the only one from this group we could go after. Mediocre defender. How is he ranked 194th? Might have to go back and look for some more because 3 of these guys wouldn't make it into the school. Bright, you're out. GPA is too low. Watkins is too low. You guys aren't going to qualify for the school. Hearns will. Marbury's not. Excuse me. Let's see. Grab it. Let's go ahead and call you while we're on it. That takes care of him. And Bright, I just got rid of. Hearns is the one we're hanging on to, so let's get hung up on by him. Back to the drawing board on point guard. Ooh, take that off. And I think I'm going to open this up to just about any... Well, I'm not going to get any of those top guys. Why don't I start here at... Oh, Drexler. There you go. There's a Portland legend for you. Clyde the Glide. Drexler. Damian Jackson. I'm not going to know any of these guys' GPA. So, why don't I go watch list only? I don't, well, do I want to spend $5 is nothing. And we'll watch film on anyone here that has not signed on yet. Until I'm out of... That's one way to do it. Okay. All right. All right. So we got down to 230. And that'll get a few more guys. Let's see. Let's go with my... let's go in a call list here. Point guards only. 2 of these guys are JC transfers. Barely making the grades. Another JC transfer barely making the grades. This guy is not going to make it. 2.0 GPA. Those JC transfers are all very, very worrying. Let's see. You're a C and a C. I'm going to get rid of these 2 because even if I get them signed, they're going to come to the school and immediately flunk out because we're high on academics and they won't be able to keep up coming from a junior college where they could only manage a 2.1 GPA, which means the same thing's going to happen with this guy, so don't bother. Don't bother. He would never end up playing a game for us. Now, GPA 2.8 and above. Now we've got something to work with. Now, this is for point guard position. I have one guy here that's really good for passing and handling. Second one down here, but he's not a good scorer. None of these guys are great at defense, but Duncan so far is our best bet. So let's do the dumb thing and offer him a scholarship. And let's start giving these guys a call. Now all these guys are like, what school? What school is this? Where in the country is that located? What? Oh, yeah, sorry. I was tweeting at Wolverine Studio. Sorry, coach. Oh, right, we're talking. Got it. Yeah. Okay, that's all the time we have right now. Let the ugliness ensue. So let's get to the depth chart, get this taken care of before we move on to the next week of practice, because we are, I think, maybe next week starting games. Andre Anderson is not going to start. Let's see. Last year, I think McCamey and Perry split, or McCamey and Wise split time pretty evenly at center. Do I want to play Wise at power forward? Let's see. How is he compared to Small? Rebounding. Small is a much better rebounder. I'm going to take some time to compare Small and Wise directly. Small and Wise. Let's get these guys head to head here. Why don't we start on defense? Small is a very good defender. And here's Wise. Let's see. This would be a lot easier if I had you guys side by side. Where's a stat that you're really close, like blocking? That's still... Well, okay, now I can compare McCamey and Wise at least and see who's a little better this year, as they're both still neck and neck for the, third year straight? Pretty close when it comes to scoring, passing, handling, rebounding. Wise is a bit of a better defender. And, let's see. The DRFL, what is that? Like, defense reading it or something? And much higher IQ, but athleticism goes to McCamey. Otherwise, they really are still neck and neck. What about this Andre Anderson? How's he looking? Not as strong of a scorer. Inside, outside. Not a player I want on the court much, no. Definitely not. Okay, where's my guys? Small is way down here. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now they're side by side. So Wise and Small. Okay. So Wise is a much better inside scorer. Small's a much better outside scorer. They're same in free throws. Overall scoring, Small's a little better. Passing and handling goes to Small. Offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. Massive increase for Small. Blocking, steals, whatever this is. Defense intelligence, overall intelligence. Not worried about the athleticism, but Wise is a better inside scorer. So I think I might do some mixed lineups here. I think that's what we're going for. To start the game. I want my best guys on the court to start the game. So, Wormley, definitely the smaller guy, so he needs to be, and he's a better passer. So, Wormley, point guard. Forney's going to start at shooting guard. Small. There it is, Courtney Perry. Perry's going to start at... Ooh, he's only... Oh, look at that. Forney is going to shift all the way to small forward. He's the bigger guy. He can play it. And Jamal Small... Gonna play there. David Wise gets the start. Now, in terms of depth, Anderson's not our next guy. Travis Snow is definitely the next guy at 3.5 stars. And I think Tafflinger and McCamey. Let's go McCamey first, Tafflinger, and Smith. That's already some really good depth. And let's see, you're good handling. Defense. What do I get for defense on the bench? John Mapp is okay at defense. And above Anderson. Now these guys are going to almost not play at all. Well, these two are redshirting anyway. My walk-ons. This guy could actually play, this Norville. He's not too shabby. He's got some quality. He's better than Anderson. Quite a bit better than Anderson. Look at that. Alright, those two way at the bottom of the list, and Map. Not going to play much at all. These guys, though, they're not coming off unless they really need to. Alright, there's our depth chart. I'm going to have to do off camera. I'm over time here. I didn't get to the first game of the season. We're so close to. But I'm going to put my rotation together, and it's going to mix lineups. These guys are going to be in there a lot this season. I'm really going to go for it this year. I've never had four-star players, plus a 3.5 star on the bench, and a whole team of 2 stars behind him. That is some depth that I've never seen, and I think we're going to be in good shape this year. So this is my small lineup. They'll start the game. But then each time one of these guys pretty much needs out, it's either going to be Travis Snow or going bigger. So McCammy's going to be coming in. So Wise will play more than 20 minutes. McCammy's going to play more than 20 minutes. They're going to be split time there, but they're going to pick up at least 10 minutes at power forward. And we'll get kind of bigger as we go along. But in terms of size, that's your size already. So Small's probably going to play, 30 minutes maybe at this position, or 20 here and 10 here. But these guys are going to be playing about 30 minutes each, I think is what I'm going to target. So I'll get that set up off camera. But that's going to do it for this episode. My recruiting is in shambles, but my team is in great shape for the current season. So little ups and downs, peaks and valleys right now. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.